Hey, EDTC 682 Advanced Instructional Design students. Guess what we get to talk about this week? One of my favorite things. Yes, Gardner's multiple intelligences. Oh, where to begin? Now, those of you who are in doctoral cohort 3 have already heard all this. You know where I stand on multiple intelligences. Let's talk really briefly just about multiple intelligences. And you know, I don't have the book here in front of me, but I can talk about it in general enough terms. Basically, here's what the world says. That noted Harvard psychologist Howard Gardner came out with this paper that we read today. And basically the way the world interprets this multiple intelligence theory is everybody is smart in some way, right? We have things like I just drew a blank. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence. We have musical intelligence. We have verbal intelligence. We have interpersonal intelligence. We have intrapersonal intelligence. We have, what is it, naturalistic or something? I call it tree hugger intelligence. You know, there's all of these different intelligences. And now we have the world all clamoring all over multiple intelligence theory. It's really one of the zeitgeist things for the day. People love it. People love it. Now, here's the interesting thing about multiple intelligence theory. Most people who go around and espouse it have never even read it. If you actually read what you just read, Gardner's paper, if you've actually read that, and if you were a discerning reader, then you would realize what Gardner is saying today. I've seen Gardner's initial presentation on multiple intelligence theory, and now Gardner's going around saying, whoa, 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 that's not what I said. I never said everybody was smart. That's not what I said. Gardner's going around saying, go look at the paper. Biggest mistake Gardner says he made was using the word intelligence. Think about that. Gardner says that was a bad word for him to use. Because what he's really talking about are preferences. So in other words, bodily kinesthetic, some people prefer to move while they learn. Prefer to move while they learn. Not that they have to move to learn, right? Interpersonal. Some people need to be in a group setting to learn. They prefer, I should say, to be in a group setting. They don't have to be, but they prefer it. Intrapersonal. Some people prefer to be introspective about their learning. You know, verbal. Some people just like the regurgitate, to memorize and give it back. Musical. How many times have we A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Prefer that. But they prefer. It's not a type of intelligence. Gardner never said everybody's smart. Gardner says that when we design instruction, remember, this is an instructional design class, an advanced instructional design class. What are the oar and the rubber boot? Gardner's oar and rubber boot for this class is that when we design instruction, we should have multiple entry points. So as we design instruction, we have all of these different areas, intrapersonal, interpersonal, musical, bodily kinesthetic, all of these types of things. We had multiple entry points into our instruction. So if we're teaching the ABCs, we sing the song. Again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Musical. Right? Maybe we have flashcards. Right? Apple, whatever. Right? That could be rote memorization. That could just be verbal knowledge. Right? Maybe we get together in a group and we sit the kids together and we have to say them in order. Billy says A, Susie says B, Johnny says C, and we see how far we can go. Multiple entry points into the content. That is Gardner's multiple intelligence theory. So, if you're one of the ones that espouses multiple intelligence theory because you like the notion that everybody is smart, you, my friend, are wrong. That's not what multiple intelligence theory is about, and if that's what you espoused in the Manic Post, you need to go back and relook at it because you were not a discerning enough reader. Multiple intelligence theory is not everybody smart in some way. It's not it. My biggest problem as an instructional design theory, a theory of how to put instruction together, I think multiple intelligence theory is fantastic. It really is. There's no arguing with it. There is no arguing with multiple intelligence theory because it is so practical and it is so good. Now, however, what is my problem with multiple intelligence theory is that misapplication that we see. It's everybody running around again, everybody's smart. And the truth is, and this is what I always say, is there are dumb people and there are ugly babies. Right? And I know that's extreme. But look, everything doesn't feel good. Everything's not cut out for everybody else, and we can't say that. But what we try to do to help everybody be successful in school is design better instruction. And multiple intelligence theory, this notion of giving multiple entry points, hopefully will help scoop more people in, right? That's what this is all about. It's to bring more people into the net of learning through these different entry points. Now, this misapplication of research. I have no tolerance for people who listen to what somebody else says rather than reading it themselves. Now, you've read it. I expect you to interpret it correctly. I expect you, when you hear somebody else talking about it and espousing the fact that everybody's now smart, I expect you to say, whoa, 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 have you even read the paper? That's not what he said. You know why? Because you know better now, so you're held accountable for that knowledge. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in education, is the misapplication of research. People in education are the worst. They're the most gullible for stuff, by far and away. And the example that I've used before that I know some of you have heard is you'll have a PD or professional development or an in-service or something at a school, and somebody will come and say, if all of your students wear purple socks on the third Thursday of every month, test scores are going to go through the roof. And the next thing you know, Walmart's out of purple socks because every teacher's gone and bought them all. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. If you are going to make a difference wherever you're at, which is what we're all about here at Morehead State, right? You making a difference where you're at. If you're going to do that, you got to use this right here. Not this. Right? Don't listen to what people tell you. You go to the source and you digest it for yourself. And you know better. Because you don't have to believe what everybody says. Again, multiple intelligence theory. Great for instructional design. Horrible for implementation. Because not enough people use this. So, I hope that helps clear it up a little bit. I've posted another video that another psychologist put up about it that really takes multiple intelligence theory to task. But as far as an instructional design theory, fantastic. I have no problem with it. I'll be interested in your reactions to this because I know I've got a very strong opinion. But it's also pretty solid. You're not going to convince me otherwise. But feel free to post your opinions back on this one. But as always, look for the oar in the rubber boot. The oar in the rubber boot in these things, because that's how we're going to learn what these theories and models are all about. As always, guys, keep up the good work, and I'll see you online.